February 10, 1944. German commanders entrenched in the Gustav Line believed it was invulnerable. They were wrong. Within days, nearly 1,000 Polish soldiers were on the move, challenging the seemingly impregnable defenses through sheer determination. Situated in southern Italy, the Monte Cassino Abbey was a cornerstone of German fortifications, thought to be unassailable. However, 1,400 tons of explosives dropped by Allied bombers reduced months of preparation to rubble. Unknown to the Germans, the Polish Second Corps, led by General Władysław Anders, had developed strategies to exploit weakened defenses. Unlike previous assaults, this attack combined infantry bravery with tactical artillery placements. Despite staggering casualties, circa 55,000 Allied losses, the breakthrough was imminent. This battle blended innovative battlefield maneuvers and Allied coordination, promising a critical revelation: the eventual weakening of the German winter line, shifting the Italian campaign's momentum. As you will learn, the tenacity displayed by soldiers and the collective resolve would not only mark a dramatic victory but redefine the course of this battle and the road to Rome. At dawn on February 11, 1944, Major Stanislaw Ziba of the Polish Second Corps observed anomalous movements in the German defensive lines at Monte Cassino. The aerial reconnaissance provided imagery showing reduced German personnel density, with radar indicating half the expected anti-aircraft activity, notably revealing German garrison shifts below 40% of its usual strength. The British Bishop self-propelled guns, with their 25-pounder guns, were designed with 360-degree traverse and armored shielding up to 60 mm thick. The limitations surfaced under heavy use. Rear crew compartments were vulnerable to counter-artillery attacks. However, their deployment maximized offensive range capabilities, crucial in high-elevation assaults such as Monte Cassino. Military impact was profound, as the 3rd Carpathian Rifle Division executed a decisive maneuver capturing 15 miles of strategic high ground, causing 2,000 German casualties within a week. The battle sequence, relying on surprise and technological artillery advantages, shifted operational momentum. General Anders promptly instructed a revised assault plan, incorporating multi-directional offensives from Allied divisions, ensuring continuity in pressure. The initial singular advance was abandoned, replaced by synchronized movements engaging German reserves extensively. Material and ammunition resupply accelerated, supported by extensive Allied logistics. By March 1944, Allied forces had effectively reduced German defensive capabilities in the Italian campaign, observed in decreased German sorties and a drop in supply convoys by 30%. Casualty rates for Allies decreased by 15%, signifying operational efficiency gains. Post-war review indicated that the exploitation of the Germans' tactical oversight at Monte Cassino effectively altered the march towards Rome by 2 months. The full implications would only be understood when classified files were opened decades later. Documents discovered in 1985 revealed logistical inefficiencies within the Polish Second Corps assault strategy at Monte Cassino. The papers, obtained from the Polish Institute and Sikorsky Museum archives, highlighted that delayed medical aid due to difficult terrain and inadequate transport left many injured soldiers without prompt care, exacerbating the heavy casualty toll. This stands in contrast to the officially streamlined resupply narrative. Transport reports indicated only 70% of the necessary medical vehicles reached the front lines, challenging the official records of total preparedness. Medical logs obtained from field hospitals indicated a discrepancy in the reported versus actual combat readiness of Polish forces. Official records suggested full strength, but the logs showed a shortage, with only 60% of infantry units fully equipped due to prior engagements. This equipment gap constrained Polish tactical operations, affecting their ability to sustain pressure on entrenched German forces. The reality on the ground starkly contradicted official communications, which maintained notions of an unblemished advance. For decades, historians proposed that Monte Cassino was predominantly an Anglo-American effort. This perception began to shift with the publication of Matthew Parker's study in 2003, Monte Cassino, the hardest-fought battle of World War II, which emphasized the pivotal role of Polish forces. His research drew on Polish archives, highlighting that Allied success relied significantly on Polish maneuvers. This reevaluation parallels historical scrutiny of the Battle of Anzio, where initially the British U.S. forces' underperformance was chronicled. Contemporary research, supported by the Freiburg Military Archive, suggests a more nuanced view of interconnected delays and command decisions in affecting both battles. While consensus now acknowledges the Polish Third Corps' crucial contribution at Monte Cassino, debates persist regarding overall leadership strategies and their broader effects on World War II engagements in Italy. These retrospective analyses continue to reshape our understanding of tactical operations and alliances. Captain Jerzy Wesołowski, Commander, 3rd Carpathian Rifle Division, aged 34, faced a pivotal decision on February 12, 1944, during a counterattack near Monte Cassino. Under intense artillery fire, he motivated his sagging platoon by leading them personally back to their positions. In a letter dated February 15, 1944, he wrote to his wife, "In the shadow of death, we move from courage to survival's necessity." His courageous stand led to regaining lost ground and corroborated a strategic advantage for the Allies, with his actions contributing to capturing a crucial ridge and inflicting over 800 German casualties. Following the war, Captain Wesołowski returned to Poland where he became a respected history educator, sharing his wartime experiences with future generations and donating his wartime diaries to the Museum of the Polish Army. His experience was typical of the 5,000 men who faced this dilemma, influencing later doctrine. The immediate aftermath of Monte Cassino saw the Allies break the Gustav Line earlier than anticipated, reshaping the trajectory of the Italian campaign. Allied forces, initially hampered by the Germans' fortified positions, swiftly adjusted strategies in March 1944, resulting in a reallocation of 4 divisions towards a southern push, hastening the German retreat. Conservative figures put Allied casualties at 10% below the predicted tolls owing to innovative tactics. Simultaneously, the German defensive withdrawal accelerated by 30% from projections, significantly affecting their resource management across the region and causing a critical depletion in manpower by 45% within 3 months. Over the following years, this alteration reverberated throughout the war. By July 1944, Allied operations in northern Italy reflected lessons learned at Monte Cassino, with improved coordination among multinational forces enhancing campaign efficiency. Planned operations for April commenced in February 1945, advancing offensive timelines by 2 months, a testament to strategic enhancements implemented post-Monte Cassino that transformed wartime planning. Historian Anthony Beevor calculates that if the initial breakthrough at Monte Cassino had failed, the subsequent Allied advance could have been delayed by at least 3 months, preventing timely assaults on Rome. The consensus among historians today acknowledges Monte Cassino as a pivotal point, comparable to Stalingrad in sheer impact despite differing scales. While Monte Cassino involved fewer troops, around 240,000 compared to Stalingrad's millions, the strategic value were akin, marked by a significant shift favoring the Allies in the Italian theater. This acknowledgement underscores the battle's lasting imprint on military history and operational doctrine. Captain Jerzy Wesołowski, pivotal at Monte Cassino, returned to Warsaw in 1946 and later became a prominent history educator, contributing to public understanding of the wartime experiences. In a speech in 1978, he reflected, "Our battles were fought with the hope of a free Poland." He passed away in 1992, leaving a legacy of courage and teaching. The Monte Cassino Memorial, dedicated on September 18, 1975, remains a powerful testament to those who fought. In 2006, the United States Army adopted multinational coalition tactics inspired by lessons from this battle. On May 18, 1944, approximately 20,000 men achieved a breakthrough that shifted the Italian campaign trajectory by halting German progression south. This critical event marked a decisive phase in the Allied disruption of Axis defenses.